Hi, my name is Reese from the Eastern Suburbs School of Music. Today teaching you how to play the guitar solo from the Kiss song King of the Nighttime World. It's one of my favourite Kiss songs off the album Destroyer. The solo itself sounds like this. So let's show you how to play that solo. Phrase number 1 uses some double stops. Double stops are where we hit 2 notes at a time. In this case, I'm fretting across the 10th fret on strings 1 and 2. And I'm hitting that 1, 2, 3 times. Before I move into this next section, my next set of double stops, 13th fret on 2nd string with my middle finger and 14th fret of 3rd string with my 3rd finger, which then leaves my 1st finger spare to flatten out across the 12th fret. I'll then move that 1st finger back to 10th fret across strings 2 and 3, and then quickly perform a hammer-on. On the 3rd string, that 10 becomes an 11. So let's just recap that. Flat across string 1 and 2 with 10s. 1, 2, 3. And they were the 13 and 14, the flat at 12, and then the 10 hammering into 11. I'll play that a couple of times. And then to finish out this phrase, we're on 4th string at 12th fret and then 10th fret. And that completes phrase number 1. Take your time learning it because we will use a lot of this again in the next phrase. Phrase number 2, and we're once again going to start with that is flattening across the 10th fret at strings 1 and 2. And next up, we're going back to that 13 and 14 again. But what I'm doing is hitting those 2 strings, that's strings 3 and 2, and then hitting the open 4th string on top of that. And then I do that once, twice, and then move along 2 frets. I'm now at 15 and 16. You've got a dot at 15th fret on a lot of guitars, so that might help you locate that a little easier. And then to finish out phrase number 2, I'm back at fret 13 and 14. So phrase number 2. So borrowing parts of the first phrase. Phrase number 3. Start with all of phrase number 1 again, so all the way through. And then we get this pentatonic scale run. If you don't know your pentatonic scale, just click the tab that's appearing above me now. It'll take you to our lesson on how to play the pentatonic scale, starting on 6th string. this case. And ace will also include a blues scale note. It is only one note different from the minor pentatonic. So this pentatonic run, use your pentatonic scale at the 10th fret, so your 6th string 10th fret. That would make it a D minor pentatonic for those of you who know that little bit extra. Here's how it sounds. So first up we get this Chuck Berry style lick. What I'm doing there is bending the 12th fret of the 3rd string. If you haven't done string bends before, just watch the little video, click the tab that's appearing above me now to teach you all about string bends. And then I'm flattening my first finger across fret 10 on strings 1 and 2. Bend on 3rd string at 12, 10, 10. Then we get 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, and 10 on the 2nd string. A very common Ace Frehley lick, you really should learn that. It'll come up just about in every solo he does. And then we get this blues scale run. So the blues scale note, we've got 13 on the 3rd string, 12 and 10 on the 3rd string as well. We then end up at 12 on the 4th string, 12 on the 4th string, straight down to 12 on the 3rd string. And then just to finish out this little part of the phrase, a 10 and a 12 on string number 3. There's those last 2 notes there, 12. We'll now bend twice. 12th fret of 3rd string. The second one will bend and return, and then land on 10th fret with a pull off. This is all on the 3rd string. Bend 12, bend and return, and pull off to 10. The last notes of this part end up on 4th string, 12, 10, and then hammer back to 12. So fairly long pentatonic lick there after all those double stops. And it is pretty quick playing for Ace as well too. And now it's going to go into that little theme that they do in harmony, Paul and Ace. So this theme part that appears a couple of times in the song. So how to play that? First of all, if you know your D chord, slide that all the way 12 frets higher and you get the shape of the notes that you'll hear to start this theme. I'm fretting 15th fret. 15th fret's usually got a dot on it, so check your guitar. It's the first dot past your double dots. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 4th one you're doing a pull off. So I'm at 15th fret to start with, and then pulling off to the 14th fret. This is all taking place on string number 1. If you haven't done a pull off before, once again just click the little video tab that's appearing above me. It'll take you to my lesson on how to do pull offs. And then we play 15 on 2nd string, 14 on 3rd string. And that is the opening of this theme section. take some time now to learn that. Pause this video for a moment and just get your fingers on that. And see if you can see that D chord shape there, just to help you visualize what notes to hit. Next, we have a bend section. Ace does pre-bend these. So where I'm playing on 3rd string to start out with, 14's pre-bent, releases, and then 12th fret. So that was on 3rd string. 14, release, 12. Now on 2nd string, the same rhythm pattern. A pre-bend at 15 of 2nd string, returning it down, and then 13th fret. And the same thing on string 1. 15, pre-bent, and then 13. They then repeat that. So pause this video now, just take time to run through putting together that D-shaped style lick and the bends lick before we come back and finish the last little bit of the guitar solo from King of the Nighttime World. The last phrase, we're going right up the fretboard now. 19th fret and 17th fret you want to locate, and use your dots to locate that. My guitar's got a dot at both 19 and 17. Just check if yours has. So we're coming off the end of the... I'm doing a bend at 19, but it's just by half a step, half a tone. What that means is pitching to the note that's only 1 fret along. So I'm hitting a lot of 20s to get that note in my ear, and then practicing bending to that pitch, a half step bend. So that half step bend at 19 and return. Then I'm playing the note at 17. This is all taking place on 1st string. Back to a single 19. And then doing a tone bend, a full tone, at 20. So 19 half bend, 17, 19, bend at 20. And that completes the solo for King of the Nighttime World. Good luck learning this solo. If you have learnt something out of this video, please click that thumbs up button that gives this video a like. Subscribe to our channel, the Eastern Suburbs School of Music, here on YouTube. We've got lots of Kiss guitar solo videos on our channel now. And also, if you've got any questions or comments to make, please do leave them and I'll reply to them as soon as possible. Good luck learning this solo.